Welcome in, everyone. Well, as we drove the roads late last night, there's been very little improvement on some of those secondary roads. Some of the main roads, like 45 alternate, those look better, but you're going to continue to have that black ice over the next few days where the water runs off from the edges down over the road, and then it refreezes each night because, as you can see, we were well above freezing yesterday. Now at this time early this morning, on this Friday morning, we're at 30 degrees here in Jackson. We've got 32 in Memphis, and we do have temperatures even in the low 20s right now, and most of us by sunrise will be dropping down into at least the mid 20s, so that's easily enough able to freeze that road right back up, and we're going to be dealing with that right on through next Monday, Tuesday, and from what I'm looking at, some of the schools will continue to be closed right on into next week because two factors here. It's going to be bitterly cold over the weekend, much colder than it's been the last couple of days, as we'll be back in the single digits for lows. And also the roads, they're just still really covered in many areas. You'll see that here in just a moment. Right now, we've got a few snow flurries as expected, kind of moving through the area. This will continue mainly through the early afternoon for this Friday, so don't be surprised if you see a little bit of light snow or flurries. That'll be going on and off for today, as you'll see the clouds move in and take over at times. Looking at the satellite radar, you can see some that activity going through right now, mainly along and south of I-40. Very light in nature and nothing compared to what we've been dealing with, but there could be a little bit of very, very light accumulation under a quarter of an inch at best. Here's a look at what it looked like in Medina. This is just north of Jackson. You can see the roads, still a solid sheet of ice. This is going right through downtown, parts of north downtown Medina, and this is kind of setting for much of the area, anywhere pretty much along from I-40 and points north is going to be contending with this. You can see we made a turn there going right through the business strip, and it is just still completely covered. Here's a look at South Gibson Middle School. You can see the roads completely still covered. I'll have Noah swing the camera there in just a moment. There's the side road going up beside the schools here, the high school and the middle school here in Medina. And then as Noah brings that camera back around, look at that road, still treacherous, very. I was only able to do about 10 to 15 miles per hour right through here where it felt safe. And the thing is, people want to get right on your bumper. You know, they've got all this open road, but people, I guess, feel a togetherness. They want to be next to somebody else. But I was thinking, man, if I go sideways, we're going to be in trouble here with that person behind me. So just, you know, keep that space between you and the other drivers. Again, this was near the Blackman Road area. You can see South Gibson High School there in the distance. Look at that road, completely covered. So a lot of these secondary roads, I can't emphasize that. We're probably gonna have closures through parts of next week as well. That's gonna be hard to travel on. Here's that little disturbance that's coming through. Oh, I did want to show you this, the satellite view showing by far the greatest accumulations showing up across West Tennessee, North Mississippi, and East Arkansas. Now the ice areas don't show up as well because of the albedo. It doesn't reflect the sun's light back up where the satellite sees it. So yeah, we certainly had plenty of ice in northeast Mississippi and northwest Alabama where there was power outages there too. Here's that little disturbance moving through this morning, and it'll be with us today, kind of bringing a few light areas of snow and snow flurries. Power improvements. This is the percentages maps. I've gone to bat to try to get this fixed up where we know a little bit more about what's going on. But you can see a comparison between Sunday of earlier last week, and then right now on Friday. And you can see a lot less counties being lit up there, and the percentage of areas out of power has gone down some too. So they're making some headway, but again, I know it's tough for those that are still without power, and plenty of people still are. It's just going to take time. They've had the helicopters up, re-putting these big 40,000 volt lines back on the towers. It's been a momentous rebuilding of some of the grid there as a result of some of that damage. Now, as we go through today, still low 20s by sunrise, and we're only going up to about 31 during the afternoon. So we're not going to improve much today. We're going to stay below freezing. 32 will be about our highest temperature in the local area. 12 tonight. This is what's going to hurt us. 23 for the high tomorrow. It's going to be 8 degrees on Sunday morning, 32 on Sunday. Will finally start to improve on Monday and Tuesday. Look at that, 51 is what I'm looking at on Tuesday. And some rain, that's going to melt a lot of this very quickly. But folks, it looks like at least Monday we're going to have some closings and delays once again. So check in, and could go into parts of Tuesday with that 28-degree low Monday night. And then we'll continue to still have a little bit of slush to black ice to ice through about Thursday of this week. That's a look at your latest weather update. Happy Friday, everyone. Take care, and go check on everybody. We'll see you next time.